I like to at that point add atmosphere. Like I have this trick where I make a parallel wet chain inside of the drum group. When we're talking about any kind of pop or dance bass driven genre, focus on your drums and your subs. Make sure those are good, because if those aren't amazing, the song's not gonna sound good. It's not gonna smack, it's not gonna rumble, and then no matter how cool of an idea or sound design or melody or lyric you had on top of it, the song's gonna suck, because the production is whack. And a lot of production is your drums and your bass. That's why when I'm mixing, I always, every single time, start by making the kick smack. And then I make sure the snare smacks right at the right level to match the kick for this genre. And then I make sure all of the rest of my percussion elements also add up and create like an entire beautiful drum kit that all works together with itself with the relative levels, giving a nice contrast and dynamics like Tesko was talking about between the loudest kick and the second loudest snare, and then all of those other things that definitely necessarily need to be quieter than those two things. And I like to at that point add atmosphere. Like I have this trick where I make a parallel wet chain inside of the drum group and have the exact same whole drum group coming into this wet chain, but I will put a compressor on there that just super fast attack and release murders the transients and makes it way quieter. Then I'll filter out the lows and the highs. Then I'll EQ out any resonant spots, and then I'll run it through a bunch of reverb, widening width plugins. So sorry, little buddy. And then, some like maybe distortions, maybe even delays, like something to give you this atmosphere and build yourself a space, a 3D space that those drums are living in. And then add the subs to put a floor, a foundation on that whole thing. Once that the drums and percussions and subs are all nailed, it is so easy to drop in the other elements comparatively. Are all nailed, it is so easy to drop in the other elements comparatively. And
agreed.
You can just, all right, cool. What does this lead need to be in the context of the whole rhythm section?
Yo, I love that you talked about that, because a lot of people are missing some sort of ambiance in their tracks. And I'm really glad this didn't get looked over. If your shit's sounding stale and you're missing a bit of movement, find your favorite nature, texture, ambience, whether it's a campfire or rain, or whether you do Luke's trick there and you like squash the sound, you make some sort of ambience out of it. There's a bunch of options, but you need something super quiet in there that sort of replicates that feel of like a 3D instrument being played in a room. Like you don't have to add reverb to an acoustic drum kit. You just play it and it exists in a space, and you don't get that when you're making music in this 2D electronic context. So I'm so glad you said that, man, because people think like, oh, minus 50, minus 40, like that's probably not doing much. And it's like, yeah, exactly. It's not supposed to do much.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that. That's one of those things that does almost like magic make a song sound more professional, is having a dirt layer underneath to make the whole thing not feel sterile, to make the whole thing feel human, just even if it's just a vinyl crackle. It's honestly, it's like the way that I think about it, it's like a secret vibe setter. Like if the song is super dark and brooding, I'm going to find thunder and rain and just layer that in at minus 45. And like, you're probably not going to hear it. But it's a secret vibe setter in the back of your mind that is getting you in that mindset, and making that happen. So
I like it. What's up, humans? It's Luke, your friendly neighborhood trap Jesus. Thanks so much for watching the podcast, checking out our videos. We truly appreciate you. So, RIP Kenny, Tesko, and myself got you a gift. We made you a free sample pack. It's got basses, it's got FX, it's got crazy percussion and Foley sounds, and it's free. It's all yours. Just click the link in the description below. Also, make sure to hit that subscribe, hit that like button, and share this with your friends. We appreciate you. Peace out and peace among worlds.